All right, I'm live. All right, wait a few seconds, see if people join. Connection is unstable on your Wi-Fi. Try plugin. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. Before anything else, actually, I want to open Bible Gateway so I can share this. So interesting. Wait a minute. Okay, it's Isaiah 9:6 and Isaiah 10:21, I believe, right? So there's that one. I know that one. Okay, yeah, good, perfect. All right, I remember the verses. All right, so I just want to chat a little bit, talk about some things. One thing is this argument. So in GodLogic's Discord server, there was I don't know if I want to call him a troll, but he was saying something about, oh, it's so sad that people take the Messiah to be God. So I asked him this very, very simple question. How do you understand Isaiah 9:6? Doesn't it teach that the Messiah is God? It's called Mighty God here. And I just to strengthen the point, I also quoted Isaiah 10:21. The remnant will return to the mighty God, talking about God. So I posed that question. He said it doesn't mean that, but he never really explained his response. I asked him to explain it. He said to wait a minute, and I never got a response to that. So I don't know if that's an argument you want under your tool belt for the deity of the Messiah. Go ahead, use it. I don't want to like keep my own information for myself. I don't know what happened to my voice there. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Sam Shamoon is actually live debating right now. I don't know if I want to watch it. I could do that. Yeah, I might as well just do that. Wait a minute. I need. Oops. YouTube.com. I think he's debating a modalist, if I'm not mistaken. I do also like, that Discord server. I recommend going to it. Try searching to get started. What do you mean get started? Where's my account? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, did I not even share? Oh, I didn't even share the screen. I'm gonna do this again. All right, there we go. So Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. There's Mighty God there, and that's the God of Israel. Look at Isaiah 10:21. So that's just an argument that you can use under your tool belt, but I don't want to leave studio on accident. All right. What was I doing? I'm probably gonna listen to. Wait a minute. No. YouTube. That's right. Try searching to get started. What do you mean try? What the heck happened? Okay. I don't know what's going on. It's not. Okay. This is.
What?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It kicked me out of my account. So I gotta fix that. Or maybe it's just glitching out. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Oh, not this. Hold on. I don't want to create an account. All right. So no, not sign in. I gotta do this again. I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. Okay, YouTube. And it just suddenly, no, it didn't. Never mind. All right, what? So why is it doing this? Choose an account. What do you? All right, this is ridiculous. It kicked me out of my account completely. It didn't even. It just logged me out of YouTube. I don't understand why. Oh, wait a minute. All right, let's see if I can figure this out. I don't know why it does this to me. Actually, wait a minute. I hate it when I do this. So this is it, right? This is mine. My password was. Just send it to my. Is that it? Is it going to work now? Is it going to let me in my own account? I don't care about updating the password. I don't know. Okay, can I just get my YouTube account back? That's all I want. I just want to watch something and it's not letting me. There was an issue signing you into YouTube. Troubleshoot here. What? I'm so lost right now. I don't understand why. Okay. All right. I'm literally I don't know. What? Wait a minute. Did it just? Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna complain about it. It fixed. So. Oh yeah, that's another topic actually. The William Lane Craig versus Muhammad Ijab. That was. What is this? Okay. So yeah, that was a interesting, to say the least, discussion. I don't know what to to say about it. It was like, I don't know. William Lane Craig has some strange views on the Trinity, so it's hard to say I was rooting for him. Okay, there you go, making fun of me for being a nerd. All right, yeah. What the heck happened? All right. What was I doing? I was trying to find Sam Shamoon is debating. I kind of want to watch it. See if they're at cross-examination yet. Actually, maybe I can just, I can watch it through here, I guess. Do I want to watch it through here?
Is the key. And it tells us, and the angel of the present, who went before the camp of Israel, took the tables of the divisions of the years from the time of the creation. Here we have a created being. A created being that Sam is saying is equal with God. How do I know he's created? Well, chapter 2. And the angel of the present spoke to Moses according to the word of the Lord, saying, he says in verse 3, on the first day.
Channel because he's got his own live. I don't want to do that. I want to watch on the. All right, you know what? Actually, just forget it. Just forget about it. What is happening? Top chat. No. I just want to react to the debate because it's the only thing I can think of doing right now. I mean, I could walk through a live streamer watching. Wear the glasses. You want me to wear? I can get them. Oh, or where are they? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I was too lazy to go and grab them. All right. Where is the? Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, Instagram's toxic gym culture. Wait a minute. I didn't even click this video. How is it in my? All right, whatever. My own live stream showing up apparently. Yeah, that's another topic. I gotta find, because there's a point in this. You know, maybe I'll do this. I'll look at this because there's a point in this hour and a half long video where
just going back.
I need to find it. I mean, I can always go do the old reliable and just refute Iglesia Ni Cristo for fun, but here it is. This guy, who I found very dishonest.
The option to join a union is guaranteed for most workers, but Massachusetts rideshare drivers currently don't have that choice. Question 3 gives Massachusetts rideshare.
Wait, what? Okay.
Let's go back to, generally agreed upon.
Okay, let me. Yeah, this guy also looks like he kind of sits in the position I used to sit in, and I kind of still do sit in it. It's like terrible for your back and your neck, so don't do that. I'm probably sitting at it right now, actually. Let me, you hypocrite, and move the plank from your own eye.
Thank you very much.
Wait a minute.
Hi, Parker. Nice to meet you. Yes.
Nice to meet you, Charlie.
Big TikTok guy here.
So, like, pedophiles, people who were married to children in the past and normalized.
Wait a minute, this isn't it. Where is it? Where's the point where he starts? Wait a minute. This isn't it. It's that guy. I know it's that guy, but it's a different point of the video. I guess he debated him twice. I'm trying to find the specific point where he's actually being a dishonest interlocutor. Is this it? It's the same guy. He looks smug in this part. Also, why do I have everything highlighted here? What the heck? I swear I didn't do that. Stop highlighting everything. I just want to find. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, this is an interesting view. All right. NASA looking shirt. Yeah, I have a NASA shirt. That's. I'll get the glasses. I'll just be right back. All right. Got the glasses on. Is my dog back? He's not back. Okay. They're a little. Hold on. They're a little. Let me put the. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a reaction to this. I should have set up the video for John 4:24, but anyway, I'll do that later. All right. Play. Right. Is it?
Yeah, I have a question. Is church a scam?
No, because church is honoring the divine and the internal and the good and the true and the beautiful. Is college?
But it deceives people because you give a promise of
Well, hold on.
everlasting life, which you don't actually get because Christianity is contradictory logically speaking.
What? This isn't it still. And I'm kind of curious what he's going to say, but whatever. This isn't the part of the video I'm looking for. Most replayed. Is this it? Is this the one? It's most replayed, so.
Imperfect.
Well, God can
We'll talk
do
about
anything.
that later. Don't
God
worry.
can do anything. So
Even something logically contradictory.
it's not logically contradictory.
To desire something imperfect.
Can an unstoppable object?
Was he doing the omnipotence paradox? That's simple. That's simple to refute because it's a straw man argument. No one is saying no theist that I know says that God does the logically impossible. When we say God is all powerful or omnipotent, it means he does all that is logically possible. That's all it means. So it's a straw man argument. But anyway,
Can an unstoppable object hit a immovable force?
Hey, before we go any further, we want to take a moment to say thanks so much to Straight Arrow News
Thanks.
for powering
this
the
is the most replayed section. An advertisement. Oh no, this is it. Right? Oh, my dog's back. Hold on. Why is he over there? Get over here. All right. All right. Wait, did I close? I didn't. Oh, I did, but I didn't lock it. All right. Now, is this? This isn't it. Okay, is this it? I feel like I'm doubting it. I don't think this is it.
Okay. All right, Parker. What is a woman?
A woman is an adult human person that has a desire to.
This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Okay. Okay. This is it. All right. All right. All right. Can I play it back like literally like just a couple seconds? Just play it back a couple seconds. Because this guy talks fast. Okay.
Because you said she's more of a woman than you are, so I want to know what that definition is.
Right, okay. I'm gonna let somebody else
That's all
go. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Parker. What is a woman?
Okay, so hold on. You can see here, this is the topic. The topic is the resolution rather. Trans women are not women. All right, that's the topic. So he obviously starts off with the question, what is a woman? Let's see what his response is, if I can follow it.
A woman is an adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex.
Got it.
What? 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 How does that? Okay, hold on a second. What is this? Okay, all right. I don't. So in it. Let me play that back. Oh, I can't really. That's going to be inconvenient to play it back. Let me see if I can just right there. Okay, let me hear that again.
A woman is an adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex. Now,
Okay, so first of all, right off the bat, this dude is talking way too fast. I said this yesterday that I try not to talk too fast anymore because I want people to be able to understand what I say. If I'm just, and I have the capability sometimes of talking really fast. I can do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll just absolutely butcher what I'm trying to say, but other times I'm pretty successful at speaking really fast, making a lot of points. However, that's just not an honest way of engaging in conversation. So this dude is making this, we're trying to get a definition of a word. And he's saying it really fast, so I can't, it's hard to follow what he said. So he said, a woman is an adult human person that has the desire to have, I forgot already. See, too fast, dude. And this is not proof that I'm wrong. This is just proof that you need to change the way you engage with others.
a woman is an adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex. Now,
So has the desire to wait a minute. I don't get it. So what happens if there's a woman that's not trans? She just hates being a woman. Is she not a woman? Like if a woman just hates the life of being a woman, she's not transgender. She doesn't like, oh, I am a man. That's not that. She just hates being a woman and wishes she wasn't a woman. Maybe she just wishes she was dead. That's not a woman. That's kind of what that definition leads to. If you're talking about desire to have the cultural, whatever he said, the cultural norms ascribed to the female sex, that's saying, you essentially are saying that women can sometimes not be women because, well, if they don't desire to be one, even though they believe they are one, well, then they're not a woman. That's how that definition leads to. So the dilemma still applies. What is a woman? And on the transgender ideology, you cannot answer this question. So I'm lost. I don't know. If he could speak slower and more clearly, then I could say more on this, but whatever. Okay, actually, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit because this guy talks fast and I don't want any of that. I don't want to start playing back the video 40 times.
define a man.
Associate.
Define a man.
You're looking at one XY
So yeah, I'll just let it keep going.
chromosomes in a.
Okay, but
adult
does
male.
So, well, actually, hold on a second. So, he's asking to define a man now. Now, first of all, when Charlie Kirk asked that for that definition, I'm assuming what he wanted next was to actually analyze the definition. But this dude is like, he just wants to speed through the conversation, and so he speed runs his definition. And then quickly, because I have it in 0.75 speed right now, but he quickly asks him the same question really quick. What's a man? What is a man? So right off the bat, this is a horrible discussion because he's not sincere. He just wants to look like this smart guy that, oh, I destroyed Charlie Kirk in a debate. Look at me. So Charlie Kirk says you're looking at one XY chromosomes.
does God the Father have XY chromosomes?
Okay.
We're getting to theology now. All right. This passage gets quoted a lot against Trinitarians, but I'll quote it now. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a man, son of man that he should repent. Has he said, and will he not do? Excuse me, or has he spoken, and will he not make it good? So God, as to his nature, is not a man. What the heck? Screen share. Am I good? Can you hear me? It says I lost audio. I hope I'm still here. Do I want to remove myself again? And all right. Anyway, I'll stop the screen. Oh, the screen share audio. Okay, I read it wrong. My bad. Let me put this back up. So, is God the Father a man if he doesn't have XY chromosomes? Well, first of all, God the Father is not a man. God the Father appears in the Bible as more masculine, but God the Father is not a man. He's not a human adult male. So, this is a nonsensical question because no one is saying that. I hope Charlie Kirk can point that out. Let's see what he says. I'm gonna be honest here. I want to try to look at this honestly. If Charlie Kirk doesn't answer the question right, I'm just gonna say it.
Prior to incarnation?
We literally have a religious.
You know, what does the incarnation have to do with that? God the Father wasn't even in the incarnation. Hold on. Let's go back.
A woman is an adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with the particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex.
Got it.
Define a man. Define a man.
You're looking at one XY chromosomes and a.
Okay, but
adult
does God the Father have XY chromosomes
male. Okay,
prior to incarnation?
we literally have a religion.
He just said the incarnation. I don't know if he's saying that the God the Father was the one who was in the incarnation, which he wasn't. That was God the Son. So that's just an error there. And I think Charlie Kirk could actually probably point that out if this guy slowed down. But he didn't. I have it on 0.75 speed right now so I can follow what's happening. So I think that's what he said. I couldn't hear it. But anyway, let me actually turn it up just a little bit.
Just
He's a
later.
father and he's he him, but he's not a man.
We have a religion.
No. So wait a minute. So there's just two separate contexts here. So there's human beings, and then there's God. God does not work the same way as human beings. So this is just, I think it's just a category error at this point. I don't know if Charlie Kirk he didn't really get to say much yet. So let's see if he gets this chance now.
Just
Wait,
stop
so
it
a
later.
man is someone with XY chromosomes, but he doesn't
Okay.
have XY chromosomes, yet he's still a man.
Oh,
and he's still
so
uses.
No, God the Father is not a man for the third time. Charlie Kirk, can you please tell him that?
Preferred
It's
pronouns?
actually very interesting. In the original Hebrew,
What? Just say that the God the Father is not a man. That's all you need to do, dude. That's all you need to do. So here's just a complaint I have with some of these conservative commentators. Some of them, and not all of them are Christian. Ben Shapiro's a Jew, but that's besides the point. The ones that are Christian don't seem to know the Bible all that well. So when a topic of the Bible comes up, their answer might not be very sufficient. So I don't know why he's going into the Hebrew. I guess there's some relevance there, but really all you need to tell him is you're making a category error. God the Father is not a man. He appears in the Bible as masculine. Okay, so in that sense, you can refer to him with he/him pronouns, and that's how he reveals himself in the Bible. But he's not a man. He's not human. That's really easy. So hopefully he says something meaningful about the Hebrew. I hope.
Adonai. Do you know what Adonai is? It's the Hebrew word for God. It's
yeah.
actually
It's
genderless.
the Hebrew word for Lord. The Hebrew word for God is Elohim. And that's kind of a generic Hebrew word, actually, because it's not sometimes ascribed to spirit beings. It's even ascribed to men at times. So there is the divine name. People pronounce it differently. Yahweh, Jehovah, Yahuwah. Like Nazarenes. Anyway, so well, I'm losing my train of thought. So that's an error he made there. Adonai is Lord.
But in the scriptures, they use he, right? And they use the masculine. Jesus
Okay.
Christ came to earth as a man, not as a woman, not as genderqueer. But let's go back to
But God the Father's a man, right? Because
Well,
all fathers are men.
well, first of all, there's
All human fathers are men, but God the Father is unique. First of all, he's not like because that's an equivocation fallacy. There's God the Father, and then there's earthly fathers. That's an equivocation fallacy. Charlie Kirk should point that out. And again, like this guy's going fast, so it's hard to actually follow what's going on. We'll see. Let's see what happens.
there's a trinity. So God the Father is neither man nor woman. He is omniscient, omnipotent. He is all being on top.
So why do you use he?
Well,
What do you mean, why do you see? That's how he reveals himself as. He is not unique to human males. I don't know where you got that from.
I did not. The scriptures do. You could use woman. You could say her. You could use him. But the way that the language is structured, again, it is so God the Father is so above gender. It is so above any of our understanding.
Then why use
with
him?
glory and understanding. Again, because you have to make a choice, either he or him or
I'm glad someone put a red flag there because this guy is like, he's not a really honest interlocutor.
her in the original scriptures. Let's go back to. I'm happy
Some
to get into
fathers
that,
aren't men and
but-
boys.
So I'm.
So some fathers are
I'm
not
not-
men and boys.
Some fathers are not men and boys. That is a non sequitur. Just because God is unique doesn't mean that human fathers are now women. That is a massive non sequitur. I don't know where he got that from. So Charlie Kirk could do a bit of a better job answering him. I wouldn't say he's losing right now, but he definitely could do more in this situation. And maybe part of it is not his. It's just he probably should learn the Bible more. I think.
Not men or boys.
I'm sorry.
Some fathers are not male.
No, of course they are. I'm not.
Wait, so God the Father's a male?
Hold on. God the Father.
What? Where did you get that from? Hold on. So again, equivocation fallacy. That's another equivocation fallacy. There's human fathers, and then there's God the Father, who's father in a unique sense. He's not the same sense as humans. I would probably warn this guy, hey, let's not commit blasphemy now. Let's not make God the Father equal to men. I can't really follow what he's trying to argue because I have it in 0.75 speed, but if I put it on a regular speed, this dude, he's talking fast. It's just dishonest.
Father. So where do we get God the Father from? What Greek
Well,
word?
from your scripture.
Well, from Abba, right, which is a very close personal term.
You're not answering my
Right.
questions and you're bringing up random language that doesn't
No.
matter.
Well, it actually does.
Yes, it does actually. Oh, yes, fine. Because that's why God is revealed as He, because of the structure of the original languages. So it is very relevant. If you're asking about it, then yes, that's how I'm going to answer. And I would tell him I'm not going to be forced to answer in a dishonest way like you're trying to do to me right now. I will answer as is honestly. That's what I would say. Charlie Kirk, I think he could do a bit of a better job here answering. He's not really losing the debate again because this guy's not making real points and he's speaking fast so that it's hard to follow him. But anyway,
Does.
No,
okay?
it doesn't.
But let me get down
Yes,
to
it
the
does.
root of it because
Because he's not a
Right.
man. You know he's not a man under your worldview.
Hold
You
on.
still use his
Well,
preferred pronouns. You
Christ
still
is-
call him a man.
Christ is a
You
man.
don't do that with trans people because you're
what?
transphobic. That's why.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. Whoa, hold on, stop. So God is not a man. Agreed. The reason, again, why we use he is just because he's revealed more masculine in the scriptures. That's how he's revealed. Right? Pronouns are going to work differently for God and for humans. He's just mixing two categories that don't go together.
But Christ is a man. I'm happy to get into the sexuality and
Before
gender
incarnation, he's
of
not.
the Trinity. Okay.
Before incarnation,
Okay.
there's no penis, there's no XY chromosomes, there's no
Well,
small
hold on a
gametes.
second. Let's think about it. If that's correct, how is it then Jacob saw the face of God?
What? Wait a minute. Whoa. Slow down. Okay. There's an ad here. I don't want to, let me stop sharing. Skip this. Okay. Let me go back. So how did Jacob see the face of God is, wait a minute. So Charlie Kirk, isn't he a Catholic? I thought Catholics believed in divine simplicity. Actually, let me ask this. Let me ask this in Discord right now. I'm going to God Logic Discord server. I need to ask this question. I'm completely baffled as to what I just heard.
I smell that. I smell skunk.
So
I smell skunk.
all right, gotta mute now.
No, I know. It's a skunk pee. I know what they smell like.
Oh, I didn't mute. What the heck? Oh, because this is in the way. Oh, okay, that's great. I didn't get to mute. All right, sorry about that. So now let's go back. So Charlie Kirk said, "How could Jacob see the face of God?" All right. So here's the thing. God doesn't have real body parts. He doesn't. If he did, then that would make him take up space, and therefore God is taking up space before space even exists. It would just make him have to be created. All right, that would make him essentially into like a created being. Oh, my glasses! I need to back up. So that would essentially make him like a created being if he had an actual face. So there's the Greek word, what is it, prosopon, I think, and that word means face or presence. So seeing the face of God, it just means being in the presence of God. That's just what it means. So God doesn't have a literal face. This is a major error from Charlie Kirk here. And now I'm starting to think he's losing this because he just made a major error. And this guy can easily press him on it if he actually understands biblical theology, which so far he's shown that he doesn't. So I don't know if he'll be able to press him enough on that.
Hold on. If there was not before the incarnation, how did Jacob see the face of God? How did Jacob wrestle with
Characters
God?
can have faces
How?
without biology.
How did Jacob wrestle with God?
So
Well, I would argue that's sort of like a not that God is literally like that, but he can come into that likeness. So there's for example, the story of God appearing to Abraham in Genesis 18 and 19. I believe that was actually Yahweh God coming into flesh. And there's Genesis 19:21, I believe it is, where Yahweh calls out fire and brimstone from Yahweh in heaven. So that's Yahweh on earth. He can do that at times, but that doesn't mean that Yahweh, as to his nature, is what was I saying? That doesn't mean that has parts. He has faces. He has an arm, and that's not how it works. So he's making an error here. This is an error. Charlie, what are you doing? You gotta step it up, man.
okay, do you think that he has a body?
Well, that's
Or was that a figurative notion of wrestle?
That's a mystery of the scriptures. I'm not here to
Or maybe Charlie, instead of exclusively debating on these social issues, you could also read the Bible and study it to your best of your ability, so that when questions like these come up, because remember, you have a worldview, you can critique their worldview. Sure, you can do that all day, every day, but at the end of the day, you also have your own worldview that people are going to bring up, so you have to defend it. And yeah, this is not merely a mystery of the scripture. You can understand this. I would argue that this is God. I think there might be a cross reference. I think there was like a cross reference in like Malachi or something where that's not actually God, but I'll have to look into that more. But if it is really God wrestling with Jacob, that's it, like God becoming flesh. So I don't know. God does not have body parts.
Well, it is. I'm not here to debate theology. Can we go back to talking?
Okay. Okay. So you're not here to debate theology, but that's something that can be brought up and used against you. If you have a worldview, people can use that world. You know what presuppositional apologetics is? That's essentially how they do it. They'll just dismantle your worldview and just force you into Christianity. It's effective because it forces the contradictions in your worldview to just be made known. Oh, well, I don't really believe in truth. Is that true? Well, I don't know. I don't really know anything. Do you know that? I'm not a presuppositionalist, by the way. I'm looking into it, but I don't know if I'm going to be one yet. So that's something that's going to be brought up. You can't just deflect. Oh, well, I'm not here to talk about theology. Well, that's kind of important if that's your worldview, and if your world it doesn't, but you're making it seem to be because you're not ready to answer these questions. You got to be prepared to defend your worldview when it gets attacked. You can't just be attacking other worldview and say, "Oh, you see, look at how crazy, look at how weird these people are. They don't know anything." That I know I'm talking fast right now. I gotta slow down. But you gotta be able to defend that. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm not here to talk about my worldview." That's very much can be into the topic.
Does the actual biology you keep trying to pivot because you know this debunks you?
Well,
what biology does your God have?
Well, the one of Christ our Lord.
The one I meant
right?
before incarnation.
Well, I to be honest, I don't quite know, and I don't think the scriptures are.
So you don't know what a man is?
Wait a minute. That doesn't know what. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to follow what the point was. So he's asking if God had body parts before creation. Absolutely not. Now, I would argue that in Genesis 18, possibly in the wait a minute, what was it? Genesis 28, 29, around there, where Jacob wrestled with God. I would argue maybe there, and definitely in Genesis 18 to 19, Yahweh does become flesh there, like a sort of incarnation. But I would not say that I'm losing my train of thought. I wouldn't say that God, as to his nature, has body parts. That I would argue that's heresy because you're making God corporeal. He's omnipresent. He's not corporeal. So there's problems with that. And he just flat out said, "I don't know," which is there's integrity to that. Okay, that's fine. Now this guy said that he doesn't know what a man is. I don't know how he got that. So now this is all right. We'll see what happens.
Well,
you can't define what a man is?
It's a little opaque. Again, you're looking at a man.
But your video, the largest video on TikTok is, "What is a woman?" 20 million views. You don't know what a man is in your own worldview?
I said you're looking at a man, right?
Wait, but God the Father doesn't meet that criteria.
Yes, exactly. God the Father's not a man. So let's not engage in these straw man fallacies.
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. Just make
a man that's beating you in a debate right now.
That's fine. So let me ask you a question though. So do you think that anybody can become a woman?
I think that anyone who meets my criteria is a woman.
What's your criteria again?
Again, adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Bless you. Let's go back. So wait a minute. Whoa. Okay. No, not there. Go back to I want to put this on I just want to say just for a little test. Let's see how fast this guy said it.
Okay, good. Just make
A man that's beating you in a debate right now.
Okay, that's fine. So let me ask you a question though. So do you think that anybody
Pivot.
can become a woman?
I think that anyone who meets my criteria is a woman.
What's your criteria
Again, an adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex.
So again, he said that really fast. So it was I don't think Charlie Kirk got at all what he just said. I don't think he did. I think he was completely just lost because he said that way too fast. Let me check and see if people respond to me on Discord. That's the wall of shame. Okay. Oh wait, well I just got it. I don't know. All right. Where was I? So we'll keep playing it. Let's see what happens.
Can society ever be wrong?
Sure, but like it's a desire to be in accordance with
Got
a
it.
set of social and
Can I
cultural norms. It's not
become black if I
society's
wear
right.
blackface?
No, because it's not a desire that you have to be in accordance
I
with a
don't.
particular set of social
What if
and
somebody
cultural
wants
norms.
to be black?
Because race is defined phenotypically based upon the expression to other people.
But you're by some standard you're judging that.
Do you think there's a phenotypical expression of someone who's white and someone who's black? Like I see you're white because of your phenotypical expression.
Right.
So you can't see that someone is a woman or man? Is what?
So, but do you think, but Rachel Dolezal that said she is black and culturally black, is she black?
Does she have phenotypically characteristics we would associate
Define
with people who are black?
phenotypical. I'm not sure what that word.
Phenotyp-
So-
it's going to be the expression.
So
of a
melanin
particular
content in one's
characteristic.
skin.
Yes.
Okay. So she could pass as a black person.
Wait, so she doesn't have the melanin content?
She's borderline.
No.
Heavily.
Okay, so then she's not black.
Okay. So you're able to say who is black.
I'm gonna be honest. I lost track of the conversation right now.
And not black.
That's how we define it in society. You know.
Okay, got it. So, but is there an objective definition
Oh,
of
wow.
who is black?
Wait, language is all subjective. Linguistics professionals indicate it's subjective.
Language is all subjective.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Every
really?
word you just used was created by other human beings that are engaging in
Got
conversation.
it. No, now
Language is subjective. I mean, you could say that there's some truth to that, maybe, but so is it subjective to say that I'm sitting down right now? That I think that would be an absolute truth. If he's trying to say that there's no absolute truth, then I wouldn't be so confident. That's very easy to debunk anyway.
You might think it's created by God, but even then it's still
got
subjective.
it. But
because it came from
now we're
God.
getting somewhere.
God's the
So
subject.
now we're getting somewhere. Is the word and the value behind murder objective or subjective?
Well, I think morality is subjective. But you think it's subjective
it is.
too
So,
because it comes
hold on.
from God.
That's interesting.
Wait,
So-
does it come from God or independent of God?
Well, no, it's of course it comes from God. It's
If
transcendent.
that's true,
it's
that's
transcendent
subjective.
human beings.
That's
No, it's not.
subjective. Yes, it is.
No.
If it comes from God, it's specifically subjective. If it comes independent of God, then it's objective.
No,
What
it's
you
a-
just told me
God-
is
God is
also
objective
compatible
morality.
with moral anti-realism.
So let's go back to the Ten Commandments.
You don't understand meta-ethics.
Well, I hold on a second.
What
Let's
does
just-
subjective morality mean? What does it mean?
Subjective morality
Define
means that it comes in everybody's own opinion, their own form,
True
not
dependent upon a
objective.
Stance.
Again,
God
we're-
is a stance, and that's the
hold
truth
on
of
a second.
morality.
So if let's believe, do you believe in the, if everybody believed in the concept of God,
I think this dude is close to being kicked there.
the transcendent God, that there was a 10 commandments and we should live by them, right? Is that objective morality?
No. Just because
So-
people agree
so
doesn't
then-
make it
so, okay,
objective.
then what?
Again, independent of a
then
stance.
What is
Agreeance is
what,
not
what is
independent of a
what
stance.
is objective morality?
Oh, he's gone.
Sorry, thanks. We'll be back at it next time.
So okay, I kind of lost track of the conversation there. So agreements, I lost track. I can't say anything else on that. Let's see if I got a response in Discord. Oh, okay. He's a Protestant. All right. So he's surprised. Let me just look it up really quick. Okay, he's Protestant. He's evangelical. All right. Fair enough. So I don't really. Oh, okay. I don't know if I need to read any of that. I don't know what else to talk about. Let's see if I can think of. Actually, let me stop sharing. Do I want to talk about Iglesia de Cristo right now? Do I feel like it? What is going on? Okay. Anyway, okay, just making sure my chat is working properly. All right. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna look to see if I can. What? No! Stop that. Whoa! What is going on? When Christian fixes don't work. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, there's a community post from Daniel Hakikachu. So great job from Ahmadinejad, completely decimating William Lane Craig. Craig followed the standard script that all Christian apologists have now adopted. They spend zero time trying to explain how three persons can be one God. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think William Lane Craig did explain it. He just has different views. Instead, they simply state this and immediately transition to attacking Tawhid as somehow a complex, mysterious doctrine that is impossible to understand. LOL. Hijab skillfully avoids this clumsy trap by stating, as all Muslims believe that God is one and no school of thought disagrees on this, not the Mu'tazila, Ashariya, Athariya, etc. This is the right approach. It shifts the burden back onto the Christian to explain something that is plainly contradictory or at the very least endlessly confusing. Only a complete idiot would foolishly take the Christians' bait and babble on and on for the whole debate about the particularities of X or Y school of Akira, thus playing directly into the hands of the Christian side and squandering the opportunity to dissect the multi-layered incoherence of Trinity doctrine. I hope Muslims will increasingly understand this Christian strategy and not let their debaters get away with what nothing more than a cheap debate tactic. I mean, I guess I agree with some of that. I don't think it was necessarily a debate tactic. I think it was just a mistake on the part of William Lane Craig. Oh, hey, look, there's Bible lover. You know what? Let's do that. Let's react to the discussion that he had a Muslim. Let's rewatch it. I watched it before, but I'm gonna watch it right now. I want to watch it. Maybe I'll make this into a video as well. Maybe. Let's see. Where is the discussion? Oh, Mr. Islam. Okay. Is this it? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm in the middle of the video here. All right. So slow.
This is primarily on John 20:17 and the topic of Jesus having a God while himself being God. He brought the point that if Jesus has a God, and yet we say Jesus is God, that it concludes that there are two gods. So I touched the topic. We discussed for 30 minutes. You have to wrap up, but I think we had a good discussion. The previous conversation before me did not go well. He was getting upset, very angry with people, cussing some people out. But I tried to keep respectful, tried to let him speak, and just follow him along, and just touch on his points, be direct. And I think we had a great conversation. 30 minutes, he had to go. But we had a good conversation at a time, and I hope I was able to at least plant a seed back into his heart and for those who are listening as well. So I hope you listened to the conversation. I hope you learn from it. Also, if you have any critiques, put them in the comments. Let me know so I can get better at this. Hope God blesses you. Hope you have a Bible ready to fact check me on my errors. And let us begin.
But Star Dwayne, what's up? What do you have to offer on this subject?
So I heard you mention Isaiah 9, but the recent one is John 20:17. So I wanted to answer that one for you.
Right. So as I said, the Christian tells me Jesus is God. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I get you. Jesus is God. So I'm like, if he's God, the only way I can make sense of this is either the Christian is wrong, that he's obviously not God, or if he actually is God, then there is more than one God. Jesus is one God, and him being God, he has a God over him, and his God is the God of his followers. Or he's not God. He's just not God. He's telling us that he has a God and his God is your God.
So I want to respond to that myself. That's a false dilemma. I'll show that to you. I think I've answered this. Like, I have a streak of answering this question every stream. I swear. And you know what? We'll include John 1:1 as well. John 1:14, just to strengthen the point, because this is the book of John. So let me share this tab instead. So this is Bible Lover. Actually, I forgot to do something. Hold on. I almost completely forgot. What was I doing? Oh yeah. What? Whoa, wait a minute. Where did you... I'm trying to share this, but... React. What is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Someone sent me something. Oh.
Hi there. Would you like to receive a gift?
No, I don't.
Missionary for the Church of Jesus
No, I don't want
Christ.
your Church of Jesus Christ missionary thing. Okay, so my friend sent me this. Let's watch this video. I'm sorry, Bible lover. Actually, let me answer the question first because it's a false dilemma. So, how can Jesus being God have a God? Either he's not God and God is his father, or there's a second God above him. Absolutely, emphatically, no. So Jeremiah 32:27, behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? Now, same book of John, literally the first verse. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now, I argue that this Word is Jesus, and so does generally every Christian ever. The language in the prologue of John it's clear that it's Jesus. It's someone that dwells among us, comes after John the Baptist. That is very clearly Jesus. So the Word was with God. There's a distinction there. That's the Father. I believe this here is referring to the Father. But I believe that the third clause here clarifies that the Word is yet still as to his nature God. There's still one God, but we're getting distinctions within God, and it's implying that there are persons in the Godhead. So the Father and the Son are both truly God, if there's one God. And then it says, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father. There's the Father mentioned there, full of grace and truth. So when you go down to, so my argument is this. God is the God of all flesh. The Word is God, but became flesh. Therefore, the Father becomes Jesus is God in that sense, in the sense that Jesus is a man and now worships the Father. He's still truly God, but he's also truly man. So that's pretty much how I explain that. All right, so my friend sent me a video. I want to look at it. I know I was gonna react to Bible Lover, but maybe another time. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But I definitely check him out. Good content there. He's doing a nice series on the book of Mark. He's going live tomorrow. I won't be there. I wish I could, but I'm not going to be there. Lord willing, actually, because I don't want to be like this guy. Oh, I can't make it. I'm sorry. I don't want to be saying I know the plans for my life. God is the one who's sovereign. So history. All right. What was sent to me? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, what the heck? This thumbnail is ridiculous. All right, first of all, let me pause this. Let me share this. Oh. All right, present it. Alrighty. So we got this guy. I've watched a few of his shorts. I'm not sure if I'm 100% a fan of him. He seems to be sort of charismatic in his theology, which I don't really agree with, but it is what it is. He witnesses on the street, so I'll give him that. Let's see what he has to say.
Everyone here knows what the Bible is. Everyone here lives in the U.S. and they've grown up, a lot of us, in religious families. We know the stories. We know that you think it's a sin. You're not going to change anyone's mind here. You're just...
Okay, so right off the bat, I literally just watched a video of a guy thinking that the Father was a man and trying to argue a point on that. And he was a liberal. Now, he was a pretty smart guy, but I don't he didn't know the theology. So just because you grew up in a Christian home, that doesn't mean you know the Bible. I'm sorry to tell you that. All right, I grown up in a Christian home, but I didn't really understand the Bible until I started reading it and studying it. So unless you actually did do some study on it, then I can try. Okay, maybe you understand some of the doctrines, maybe. But until then, I'm going to be skeptical of you saying that.
just here because you don't like us and you're not happy with us doing what we want to do.
Well, you're speaking for everyone here now, as if you're the spokesperson, in saying that no one is gonna turn away. Here, listen. If you go to YouTube, I preached at a gay pride event just like this, and a person right at the end of the event came up and he turned away from this kind of lifestyle and he turned to God and he continued the faith. So that means you can't speak for everyone here and say no one's going to turn. Many people, I realize many people are not going to receive the message, but
For the church, then where's the rest of the churches? Why are you here speaking for yourself?
I'm here speaking for him, for God, not the church.
Do you know what a false prophet is?
In your head. Like, is God genuinely in your brain right now? Because as somebody who has grown up in church, I never once heard God. I prayed to him multiple times to take the gayness from me. He did not listen. Pardon my language, but I wanted to kill myself. I prayed to him and I begged, like, please, I don't want to be this way. Please do something for me. And you want to know what I heard? Nothing. He did nothing for me. He abandoned me. If he does exist, he doesn't care about me. And why would I want to pray to a God who preaches, or his people like you, preach that we're going to go to hell for loving people, for presenting how we want to present? Why should we die for that? Should you die for, I see you have a wedding ring. Should you die for being married to your wife? No. Should we die for loving people who maybe look like us, same gender as us? No. Why is love a
Right,
sin? Why
so
should
there's a couple problems here. Number one, on your atheist worldview, is there really anything such as love? Or is it just chemical processes going on, giving you warm feelings? Is there anything such as love in atheism? I would argue no. So this isn't you can't really talk about morality here. Oh, we're just talking about love. We're just defending love and you're against that. Do you really believe in love? Or maybe you do, but can you logically, with your worldview, be consistent and believe in love at the same time? I would argue no, you can't. I don't know why this is like my head is like cut off. So what the heck just happened? And what else was said? I don't like the phrase "pray the gay away." I don't really like that. It's weird. I think that it's possible that you can. How do I say this? So, praying to God about sin. All right. I don't know. I don't know her story. I don't know what happened. I don't want to assume things, but I will say this. When it comes to repentance, there needs to be sincerity. There doesn't need to be, God, take this away from me. I don't want you to judge me. There needs to be really sincere sorrow for what you did. Not the, oh my goodness, God is going to judge me. Don't do this to me, God. There needs to be sincere sorrow for what you did, an acknowledgement for what you did. Actually, let me see if I can go through this a little bit. All right, Daniel chapter 9. So which part do I So Daniel's praying. Then I set my face toward the Lord God to make requests by prayer and supplications, with fasting, sackcloth, and ashes. This is sorrow. This is when you see the phrase like this, that's someone that's in sorrow right now. And I prayed to Yahweh, or the Lord my God, and made confession and said, O Lord, great and awesome God, who keeps his covenant and mercy with, you need to walk through again. Go ahead. Covenant and mercy with those who love him and with those who keep his commandments. We have sinned and committed iniquity. We have done wickedly and rebelled, even departing from your precepts and judgments. Neither have we heeded your servants, the prophets, who spoken in your name to our kings and our princes, to our fathers, to all the people of the land. Hold on a second. Let me fix this. So, O Lord, righteousness belongs to you, but to us shame of face, as it is this day. To the men of Judah, to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and all Israel, those near and those far off in all the countries to which you have driven them because of the unfaithfulness which they have committed against you. O Lord, belongs us to us belongs shame of face, to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, as we have sinned against you. To the Lord our God belong mercy and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. So there's a lot of acknowledgement here from Daniel of the sin of him and his people. He's acknowledging, we've sinned against you, Lord. He's acknowledging that, and he's truly sorrowful about that. And so he's not, in a sense, yes, he wants to be delivered from the punishment, but not just that. He's actually truly sorrowful for what him and his people have done. He wants to be made right with God. So what am I getting at? What am I getting at here? The point is, I don't know if this person was truly sincere in her prayer and repentance. Because number one, just praying the gay away is not something I really believe. I don't really say that. I articulate it way differently. There's saying, God, I messed up. I truly messed up. I sinned against you. Psalm 51 is also a good one. I think there's a verse there actually where David says, you are justified to condemn me. You really need to be acknowledging here, truly sincere. God, I sinned against you. What's the next step? Forgive me, God. Help me to turn back to you. Because I have sinned against you, I desperately need your mercy. I deserve your wrath right now, but I need your mercy. I'll leave it at that. So I don't know how well this guy. Sometimes he doesn't seem too bright, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what he says.
That give us eternal damnation. Why do you think that's okay? Why would you want to follow a God that says it's awful and it's bad to love somebody, love thy neighbor, right? So you don't let us love who we want to love. So why is that okay?
Okay, so first, love doesn't have just one definition. All right, there's love in different senses. So you got if I say I love my dog, I love my mom, or I love my girlfriend, those are three different things. All right, those are three different types of love. So that's an equivocation fallacy, first of all. Second of all, again, where is love in your worldview? It's just chemical processes making warm feelings in this. I don't mean this as an insult, but this is literally the world that we're just like a sack of water and tissue and cells and atoms. We're not really meaningful. So where do you get love from in that? Anyway, let's see how he answers this. Love your neighbor, by the way. I wanted to address that because that's a popular progressive argument. What does loving your neighbor mean? Does it mean it? Let me give you two scenarios. Which person here really loves their neighbor? The one that knows their neighbor has problems or says anything about it, just says, "Yeah, you go, man. I love you so much, bro." Or the one who knows his neighbor has problems, but and he tells it to him, "Hey, man, you need to fix this. You need to get right with God in this area. This isn't something you want to be going down." Who really loves their neighbor in that situation? So just accepting actions is not loving your neighbor. So now I'm really, really, really skeptical that these people actually know the Bible, because that was just equivocation fallacy. Your worldview cannot make sense of love, and that's not what loving your neighbor means. That we'll see where this goes. This guy's got ways to answer this. He's got options. So hopefully he does a good job.
So the Bible says that God is love. So just an opinion of love. If God is love.
Okay. All right. Stream's over. Goodness, who says that? Who says something like that? Who? Okay. If I can't even repeat this. If God is love, then God is queer? What? So first of all, are you saying that now? Oh, you only have to love like us. You have to be queer. You cannot be straight. Is that what you're saying now? What if God wants to be straight? What if he wants to do that? I don't believe God actually has this kind of love. I don't believe that. But I'm just using this as an example. What if God wants to be straight? You're going to judge him for that? If God is love, then God is queer? No. By your own ideology, no. You don't have, by your own ideology, I'm assuming these people believe straight is acceptable. I'm assuming that. Some people probably don't believe that, but I'm sure that these people at least believe that. So what if God wants to be straight? Is he queer then? I don't know. That if God is love, then God is queer. Absolutely not. I don't know why this guy mentioned God is love. I hope he makes a point out of that. I hope, but we'll see.
That God is queer? Why? A man can't love a father can't love a son? A son can't love a father? A brother can't love a brother? No, men can love one another.
Words in my mouth.
But you said that God's love and he's queer.
Romantic love. You know what I'm talking about. You're putting words in my mouth. I mean romantic love. Love isn't just between man and woman. It's man and man, woman and woman, person and person. It can be between multiple people. It's not just man and woman. And for you to think that's it, that's all it has, like all it can be. Like there are so many different people out there, and you're like, it has to be man and woman. You have to be a man or a woman. Why? With how many, there's like what, 7 billion, almost 8 billion people in this world, it's limited to just 2 little things. And you think that doesn't encompass everybody. And I would think Jesus also, I always kind of interpret it, he was asexual to me, right? He never experienced sexual desire to anybody else. So Jesus was probably queer himself.
He was tempted in that way.
Okay, anyway, but Jesus, still then, do you think he would be proud of who you are?
Let's look at this. Look this up. Because I think she's also making a equivocation fallacy here, but I want to be 100% sure. So wait, no, hold on. Defi. No, I don't want defi. I want definition. Asexual. What does that mean? I want to be 100%. Is there? This isn't in Google definitions or anything? Okay, here we go. All right, so here, I'm going to share the tab. So asexual is someone who experiences no sexual feelings or desires, not feeling sexual attraction to anyone. So I wouldn't say that he's necessarily that. I think it was more of a self-control that Jesus had because Jesus could not sin. I know there's some people that believe he could. I absolutely wholeheartedly reject that. 100%. I don't believe Jesus could have sinned. So he had self-control. And in that way, maybe he, because I don't know. I would just say that he experienced self-control. That's, or not experience. He had self-control. So Jesus didn't. He's not asexual. He just had self-control. There's 2 different things. So I think that was a misinterpretation on her part of what the biblical text says. She said some other things. I completely forgot. Look at there's 8 billion people in the world. So why are you making it between man and woman? Well, why does that matter? Why is 8 billion people relevant at all? Also, isn't God greater than every one of those 8 billion people? I don't know if you know the saying, God plus 1 makes majority. Anyway, let me put this back and let's continue.
Do you think Jesus was a white man?
No. Oh, great. There's the ad again. The ad again. Okay. All right. Alrighty. I don't want to play the ads on my thing. So let me pause this. Share it again. Was Jesus a white man? No, he wasn't. He was a Jew. Jews were not white men. They were Jews. He lived in the Middle East. His skin was most likely more darker because he was outside a lot. He was a carpenter. He traveled. His skin was probably darker. I wouldn't say he's black, but his skin was probably more darker. He lived in the Middle East. He wasn't a white man. This guy, I hope he knows that. That's basic knowledge. He should know that, hopefully.
From where he grew up, no, he's white man. But okay, are you gonna let me respond now and not just walk away?
I guess.
Okay. So first off, you came up and you asked me, do I have God in my head? Do I hear God's voice? All that stuff. So yes, God does live in me by the Holy Spirit, and yes, I do hear God speak to me. Yeah, God's inside me. He's living inside.
That's where I start to disagree with this guy, because I don't believe that God speaks. Maybe he can sometimes. I could be wrong about that, but I don't. Normally, when people says, "Oh, God told me this," I don't believe him. I know Stephen Furtick is like God told me to tell you. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You're sitting on the stage spewing heresy, dude. He didn't tell you that. You made that up. Or maybe a demon told you that. But either way, you're lying. So that's where I start to disagree with this guy. And God doesn't have to speak audibly. He can speak in different ways. He speaks through his word. Sometimes he can speak through just events that happen with people that talk to you. But anyway, that's theological disagreement that these people probably have no idea what any of it means. So anyway.
Mental illness, like hearing stuff that is like a genuine
No.
mental illness.
The Bible says that his people will hear his voice. So yes, God is living inside me. Yes, I do hear him speak to me. I have conversations with God. And you can too.
Some passage in the Old Testament, but anyway.
If you'll come to Jesus. But
you heard of religious psychosis, right? Like you heard about what's it called? Mass hysteria, right? Have you heard of that? Have you ever potentially thought that maybe because all these people around you, your church has been telling you that this is how it is, and you never even question it? So the question's like, maybe I'm kind of crazy because this has been drilled in my head over and over for how old are you? You're probably in your 20s. So for like 20 odd years.
You said you're going to stand here and you said you're going to let me respond, but you're going to say your piece and walk away. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to respond to her question, even though she's walking away right now. She can probably still hear me.
How many ads, dude? All right, so well, let me think about this. So I guess he handled that pretty well. He could have been able to say more, but she kept interrupting and then walked away. Oh, it's a waste of your time, even though there's a crowd of people there cheering at every little thing anyone says. I don't know why they were cheering there. All she did was walk away. I mean, if being a coward is what these people hold up, then I mean, sure, go for it. Make yourself look foolish. Let's keep going.
She's talking about being religious crazy. Is it just where I grew up? And what about people who grow up and they believe in Islam, or they believe in Buddha, or they believe in Hinduism, many different gods? Why is Christianity truth and why are those not truth? Am I just taking it because that's what I was raised in? The answer to that is no. Actually, I was seeking truth at one point in my life, and I had many doubts, just like she was talking about thinking she's crazy. Those are actually thoughts when she was growing up and being in church. She was having, is this just information people are feeding me? Am I just crazy for believing all this stuff? Why not just go do what I want to do, right? I used to sin, just like everyone else. I used to sin. I used to sleep around a lot before marriage. I used to get drunk 5 times a week. I used to wake and bake. I used to take cocaine. I used to take mushrooms. I used to go to raves. I used to do a whole lot of stuff, okay? I used to lie. I used to steal. I got arrested multiple times. I was facing a felony charge of over a year in prison.
Is she talking about the Old Testament law, ceremonial law, which is for Jews? There's moral law that is for everybody, because morality is not just for Jews, but there were laws that were not applicable to Gentiles, because if you have laws that were specifically for Jews to be set apart from other nations, then why the heck would that apply to a Gentile? all right, here, you're going to do this, Jews, so that, so the Gentiles are not like this, but they're also, this is also for them. They have to do this. Wait a minute. Mixed fabrics, that's not a moral law. I'm sorry.
And different things like that. So I'm not here to say, hey, look, I'm perfect and you guys are all imperfect. I'm not here to say that, but I'm here to tell you that I too was doing my own thing at one point.
Why does he have to leave if he's not here to say that? That probably should give him a little hope, because he's admitting, yeah, I'm not a great man either. I'm also a sinner. So that's one step in the right direction. Okay, I can see that.
Point in my life, and here's where it got me, and I bet many of you can relate to this. I had anxiety, I had depression, I had suicidal thoughts, I had a lot of bitterness, I had a lot of hate, I had a lot of rage towards people, because of people who had wronged me, because of girls who screwed me over, because of my parents who were strict. I had a lot of issues inside of myself. On the outside, it looked like everything was going good. I joined the military, I was in college, I was gonna be a financial planner, make 6 figures, probably 5. I'm not taking that.
You have anxiety here.
Oh, Jesus took it away. I said I had anxiety. So I had all those.
That was a good response. I'm going to be honest. That was a really good response. Jesus took it away. An anxiety pill. Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not taking. I just, me personally, I will not be taking drugs when I have feelings like that, anxiety. But no.
Things. And I hit rock bottom in my life where I was fed up with everything in my life, though I was making all the decisions to have a good life. Just like everyone, no one makes decisions to have a crappy life. No one makes decisions to get it suicidal. No one makes decisions to try to be anxious. Hold on.
Man, the ads. All right. So they're like 4 of them started speaking at once, so I couldn't follow. So let's see what happens.
So no one wants to be depressed. No one wants to go to jail, but I was making my own decisions, and that's where it got me. So here's what happened. I started reading the Bible, right? I started reading the Bible, and the things that were in the Bible started to become real in my own life. I started to see the same things that Jesus was saying, the same peace that it talks about that cures anxiety, the same joy. I'll answer you just a second. I'm answering her question still. I'm still answering her question. So when Jesus, when I turned to him and I gave my life to him and said, Jesus, be my king.
Okay, am I back? I disappeared for like a few seconds. All right, I've returned. Anyway.
Not gay, I'm straight. No, I have a wife and 2 kids. I'm not making fun of anyone.
What? Where do you get making fun of gay people then? I mean, if anything, I would argue that some of them were sort of making fun of him. The woman came up to him with an anxiety pill. Oh, you have anxiety? That was kind of making fun of him. Preaching the gospel is not making fun of you, especially if this guy completely admits, yeah, I'm not a great man either. I'm saved by the grace of Jesus Christ. This is not, no. It's not making fun of gay people. It's not what this is about at all. Although sometimes I do employ satire in my content, especially when the person I'm responding to is just arrogant, then absolutely I'm employing satire.
So when I turned to Jesus, he took all that stuff away. Where I had financial problems, now I have every need met. I'm not saying I'm rich. I'm not saying I live in a mansion, but I'm telling you that I have no lack anymore in my life. I'm not worried about making my bills. I'm not worried about anxiety, depression. I literally have a true peace. I have a true peace. I don't need medications anymore. God healed me. I had messed up back. God completely healed my back. I've seen people with stage 4 cancer who are completely healed on their deathbed, completely healed. So that's why I believe the Bible is true. That's why I believe Jesus is true. Hey, here, I'll let you ask your question.
I just want to make a statement. I was born and raised here in Lexington, Kentucky. I live in Atlanta. I came here for Gay Pride. I got my master's. Yeah, I'm smart as
Let me hold like this so I can hear you.
I make 6 figures. I grew up in the Pentecostal church, and this type of rhetoric caused me to self-hate. This type of rhetoric had me out living homeless at the age of 18. I respect what you say, but this isn't the place for you to say it. This is a space that's designated for us to be. You have your space. I grew up putting flyers in people's doors. We had street meetings. We talked about the love of Christ. You have your time. Allow us to have ours.
So you just said that you went into the streets, that you had street meetings, and that you were going out and trying to reach people. So if I know what God did in my life, if I know how terrible.
All right, I guess I could somewhat agree with some of that. Like if a Christian person is just harassing these people, all right, you know, that's understandable. But if he's just sitting there proclaiming things, like if there's a difference between if someone came into a church service for the sole purpose of interrupting and saying, like, oh, hail Satan, there's a difference between that. If they show up to have discussions, now I'm not exactly the biggest fan of that, because church is for fellowship of believers, but that is at least different than someone that's going there to troll. And so he's there to spread the gospel message, and he's it seems like he's doing it in a way that is not harassing them. There's literally the crowd of people are surrounding him. They could walk away at any point and ignore him. So anyway, let's see how he responds.
Terrible my life was, truly, when I was just doing my own thing, trying to make it on my own. And I know what God did in my life and how much he loves and how much peace he can give and how much he loves each and every one of you here. It would be really, really hateful and selfish of me to stay in a building with 4 walls with a bunch of other people who know what God can do for them, and to not come out and tell anyone else who's lost, who's got cancers, who's got anxiety, who's suicidal, who's suffering with shame and guilt, and you look in the mirror and you hear voices tell you that you're ugly and you hate yourself. It would be really, really selfish of me to stay in a building with 4 walls. If you guys can truly see it from my perspective, not be closed-minded, but if this is true, if what I'm telling you is true, then it would be real loving of me to come out and try to tell other people about it rather than just stay in a building and be selfish. You don't know him, though. You know about the Bible, just like the Pharisees and the religious hypocrites, but you don't know Jesus.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe.
Is that it? All right. He did a decent job. He's not like this Bible answer. I mean, I don't know if I want to say Bible answer, but he, how do I word this? He handled himself well. I'll say that. I have disagreements with his theology, but it is what it is. It's not like I'm gonna chase him down for that. All right, I don't know what else I can discuss. Stop the screen share. Let me actually check. All right, no one. All right. I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about. I could end it here. I'm gonna see if I can do one more thing. Let's see. You know better than I. You know the way I let go the need to know. Jesus returns to debate Charlie Kirk. You know what? We're ending with this. You know what? We're going to end with this. We're going to end with a wild... chat not working. Oh. What is this thing? Okay. All right. So, okay. So, chat not working. I mean, it glitches out sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Whoa. All right. let me. I'm gonna end with this. So anyway, all right, so Charlie Kirk versus Jesus. What the heck? Let's see how this goes.
To be Jesus, is that your whole thing? Oh. That's awfully heretical, but okay.
Well, I heard you kept saying my name.
Hold on. So that's not just what the heck? Why is this glitching? All right, this is not just heretical. This is just blasphemy. This is just straight up blasphemy. I'm busy trying to save the world through this whole apocalypse thing. All right. Right off the bat, this dude is showing that he has no idea what on earth the Bible actually teaches. So God, so there's a difference between me being busy and God being busy. I can be busy and I don't have time to do this, so I won't do it. God isn't busy, and that's it. He's always working, but it's not like that he doesn't have time to do this. He's timeless. All right. Time is not a problem for him. The lag, I know, yeah, the lag is it. It's the lag, dude. All right, so this guy he's already making a fool of himself. Let's just okay.
Going on, you know what I mean? Jesus hates Christ, but just call me Josh. All right, why don't you ask me the questions? I'm sure you have plenty of them.
All right, let me look this up. I don't know this completely off the top of my head. I don't know if Abba is Hebrew or Aramaic or what. So Hebrew word for father. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I got to look up the blue letter. Actually, no. Hold on. It's Elijah. I got to look at the Strong's Concordance. I have one downstairs, but it's just more convenient to just use this. All right, Strong's Concordance. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta search the word. All right, so if I look up the word Abba, is it a Hebrew word? All right, is it a Greek word? Okay, yeah, it shows up in the Greek. And it's father. The vocative for father. So that's a direct address to father. All right, so yeah, Charlie Kirk knew that. All right, I'll give him that. He knew that. I didn't. Oh, what's this? Discord. Is something finally happening? Yeah, just the Discord. I'll type that later. Actually, I've got to. All right, let's keep going. I might watch something else, maybe, but I don't know.
Father, yeah, Greek, whatever. What I'm trying to say is this,
Yeah,
man.
you don't make a good
Greek, whatever. Which Jesus did speak Greek, I believe, but he specifically asked for the Hebrew word. I gotta do this. Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go.
Good Jesus.
Whatever.
What language did Jesus speak?
Aramaic.
Okay, tell me one thing
But
in
you have to
Aramaic.
understand, man, I have to come here to speak to you now. You don't speak Aramaic, otherwise you and me be speaking Aramaic.
Oh,
I
okay,
have to
right.
speak this kind of dumbed down stuff for
The
you.
enemy has come.
Yeah, so Aramaic is one of those dumbed down languages. That's just how it works. Aramaic isn't this so super intellectual, divine language. It's a human language. So, by his criteria, yeah, that's
Come to lie, steal, cheat, and destroy. What did Jesus say?
I said love your neighbor.
Wrong. The
And
enemy
how
has
is that
come to-
working
hold on.
out, by the
The
way?
enemy has come to
I'm
lie,
pretty sure I
steal.
said
I forgot what, I don't know what verse that is off the top of my head. I think he says it later, but that is not in that verse. Love your neighbor. So Jesus did say that, yeah, but he said also a lot of other things. He said, "Woe to you, Pharisees." He took a whip of cords and drove people out of the temple. Jesus didn't just say that. He said many other things.
love
Hold
your
on a
neighbor,
second. You're not
love
even a good
God,
Jesus. It's one of the
and-
most.
and love
It's one of the
yourself.
most popular verses in the Bible. John 10:10. The enemy has
I
come to
didn't
lie,
write the
steal, cheat,
Bible.
destroy.
John 10:10. Is that right? Goodness. All right. Okay, the thief does not come except to destroy. I've come to they may have life. Okay, yeah, that's about the sheep. That's right. Yeah. All right, I remember that. Now.
Destroy.
Who wrote that thing, anyways?
I have
did
come
not
to
write
give
the
life and
Bible.
life more abundantly. Okay, so you don't even know the scriptures.
That was hold on. That was Jesus' statement. Oh, can't go back on that now. Anyway, so that was Jesus' statement. That wasn't like a guy that wrote that. Now, in regards to the authorship of the book of John, well, I believe it was John. Very simple. John, son of Zebedee, and this is in other gospels. He's the son of Zebedee, half brother of James. He was a close disciple to Jesus, witnessed the transfiguration, and he's not mentioned in the Gospel of John. He's there's the disciple whom Jesus loved that's mentioned. And I believe that is John, who is said to have written this book of John. So yeah, I believe that, and I think there's also early church fathers that said, yeah, this is John. So that's my basic argument for John writing John.
And you're pretending to be Jesus, but tell me why you're here.
I am Jesus, and I didn't write the scriptures. I lived them. And the main
can't
thing
even
I
remember
want
what
to tell
you
you
said.
is this: I said, "Love your neighbor, and love everybody." That's
Yeah.
something that you guys really need to figure
Well,
out.
hold on
And
a
then I
second.
got some of my
Let's
friends up here.
hold on
with
a
it.
second. Hold on.
First, my-
What are those two
my
verses?
name was
Love your
Yeshua.
neighbor.
Let's
Love
skip
your
it.
neighbor as yourself. Where is that in the
So
Bible?
again, John 10:10. That's Jesus speaking. That isn't some guy writing his commentary. That's Jesus speaking. Jesus didn't write the scriptures, no, but he very much believed them. The Old Testament scriptures as well as these New Testament scriptures, because he sent out these people as witnesses.
I don't know. I didn't write it.
Leviticus 19.
I'm
You-
Jesus.
you-
It's
the Torah,
about
right?
me, not by me. The point is this, my friend. I
Jesus-
said, love
Tell you that it's pretty important to know if it's this guy Jesus is coming. Pretty important to know if you're Jesus. Jesus was I don't know about that. This guy's a terrible actor.
your neighbor and love
You're
everybody.
back because you don't
no,
even
no,
know
no.
the
Saying the same thing I was saying
Hold
the
on a
first
second.
time.
Love-
You see, nobody believed me the first time I was here, and then you fucking crucified me. I was trying to say this, man. Love everybody. Love your neighbor. Stop killing
But you don't even
everybody.
know
And
the verse.
genocides are bad. How about that? You gonna put that in the Bible? You can add that. Stop people who are just sitting there. That would be
Are
probably a
you
good
trying to
idea.
connect with Israel Hamas? Is that your thing?
Pretty much
or-
the whole world at this point. We got a lot of issues. Kendrick Drake, and what else is going on around here? Look,
Okay, so
I will
wait,
say
hold on.
this: they
But-
not like us, and this is pretty obvious. But I will. Look, the point I'm trying to make to you. What was your name again? Charlie? Chadley?
I thought you're Jesus. You know everything,
Chadwick?
man.
No, man, I'm too busy. I got an actual job to
Oh
do.
yeah, so you believe in a
Like,
God
if
who's
I-
too busy.
if I were like you, I'd be able to kind of sit here, pretend that
You're the
important.
worst Jesus
But
I've ever seen.
I'm the
Like,
only Jesus. And I will
you're
say
the only
this.
Jesus.
If that was the only Jesus, I would become an apostate.
I'm the only one. Matter of fact, and I live in all of you, and thank you for
Hopefully
making
that's
time
not really Jesus.
for me, by the way. It's been a while. Look, I would say this: if you really are a fan of mine and you're in my fan club, just be a nicer person, man.
Well,
Just
where does it say to be nice in the Bible?
It's pretty much all over
No,
there.
hold on,
That,
name
that was kind of
what
the
does the
point.
word nice mean in Latin?
The point I was trying
It
to
means
make.
ignoramus. Where
is
does it
to
say?
love,
Wait, in the
love.
can you tell me the Ten
Amor.
Commandments?
How about
Let's go for
amor?
the Ten Commandments. Want to do it together? Since you're Jesus, what are they?
Sold.
Hey, hold on.
Number 1
Hold
through
on.
10. Don't be an asshole.
Wait,
That'll
hold
be a
on.
great
Actually,
one.
that's not one of the Ten
pretty much
Commandments.
summed it up.
I am the
In
Lord that
fact,
you
if I'm
delivered
not
you from
mistaken,
Egypt. You
what I
shall
said,
know the
if you
gospel
look
before me. You
correctly,
shall
I
know the
said
craven
in the
and
Bible, I
Amicus.
said,
You
you
shall
know
never
what?
take the
You
Lord's
guys
name in
cannot
vain. You
really
shall
handle
honor
the
your
Ten
mother and
Commandments,
father.
so
May
I'm
live
going to
long
sum
in the
it
land
down
in
in
which you are
one.
in.
Just love
You shall
yourself.
honor the Sabbath
I
day
don't
and
know
keep it
exactly.
holy. You shall not murder. You shall not steal. You shall not covet your
All right,
neighbor's
I can't
wife.
listen to this. No. Heck no. No. Yes. They're like two. See, exactly. That I can't listen to that. Let's see if I could. I don't. Hold on a second, dude. That was like. No way. Sig versus Jake. Okay, well, that all that information is gonna fly by my head. Sam Schumann runs and fails on the Trinity against common sense Christianity. This guy. Do I respond to him? Oh, go back. No. Do I bother? I don't know. I saw. Okay, this. Okay, this guy's a little. All right, that's all right. You know, I'll look into that. I don't know if he's worth my time. I want to try to respond to people that seem like they're somewhat worth my time. Is this guy worth my time? I don't know. Well, I'll look into it in the future. Anyway, back to home. Someone let me know if common sense Christianity is worth any of my time addressing, because I don't want to be responding to people. I think I've done that in the past, possibly, where there's like someone I probably shouldn't have wasted my time with. I'm trying to make sure that the people I respond to, it's what the heck? OG Cat in the Hat. Yeah, he had Cat in the Hat. The three who's the one what? I don't know. He was just mocking the Trinity. I don't know if he's worth my time. So if anyone listening knows if he's worth my time, please give your opinion. There's also, actually, I do have a question also about John Truth. I don't know if I should spend any more time on him. I don't know if it's worth it anymore, because he has more videos I would like to address, but I honestly don't know if I should bother. Steph Curry. Oh no. Let's see. I don't know. Is there anything? Wait, what? Cocomelon, most evil channel on YouTube. All right, I'm not. Woman caught in adultery, original or forgery? That was a pretty good video. I recommend it. His muscles look fake. The king is coming. You know what? Should I just respond to Iglesia Ni Cristo on something? Let me see. Let me see what Iglesia Ni Cristo has. What do they got on just what haven't I responded to yet? Come on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like making noises. What did you send now? All right. Yeah, don't question that. How many gods are there? I don't know if that's going to be relevant. Alpha and Omega. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to bother with that. I don't know. I gotta find something. Come on, give me something. Can I? How do I refresh? Hold on. Random stream. Toronto Bible Study. All right. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to mention the Pope. I haven't seen the video yet, so I don't want to make any comments on that. Fundamentalist Baptists are crazy, dude. Oh my goodness. How can you see what your life is worth or where your value lies? You can never see through the eyes of man. You must look at your life. Look at your life through heaven's eye. I don't know what else to do. Do I just end the stream here? I don't know. What? I mean, I don't know if I almost broke my phone. I don't know, dude. What the heck? Did it just repeat? Wait, what? Okay. By the way, this dude here, his YouTube channel Shreds. I think it's a pretty good Christian fitness channel. I would recommend him if you like fitness content or self-improvement content. He's got good stuff on that. Oh crap! Okay, I think I messed up. Anyway, we lived in the funniest time. Like what? I think I'm just gonna end it here because I don't know what else to. I don't know what else to talk about. I'll just end it here. You know what? I'll just end it here. I'll just end it here. Oh, I'm not in the. All right, so. I guess that was an interesting stream. We just talked about a few things, reacted to a few things. You know, just had fun. I gotta do that video, dude. John 4:24. I gotta find what point in the stream last night where I talked about it. Actually, by the way, speaking of videos, let me go to my channel. All right, community. So share a sneak peek of your next video. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to look at my community posts. So we had 4. Oh wait, does it let me vote? Wait a minute. Oh no, it doesn't let me vote. So I had 4 votes on this community post about what video I should do next. So these were the options I put: the deity of the Holy Spirit, why does God allow suffering, the Bible on physical fitness, and how can Jesus, being God, have a God, or other ideas. And at first, it was deity of the Holy Spirit because there was 1 vote, so it was winning. And then it started becoming like a 50-50 between that and the Bible and physical fitness because someone else voted for that. But now they completely changed. Now people want me to see talking about suffering. So I think my next longer form video is going to be on that. Potentially next weekend. Potentially. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do it. I got to think about it because I got to address the question correctly. I don't want to make some mistakes here. So how that's probably going to go is I'm probably going to be talking about how this logically doesn't disprove God's existence. I'm probably going to talk about that. Well, definitely, obviously. And we might get into topics like animal suffering and stuff like that because there's different forms of the argument. So I'll do that, but I also want to see if I can also speak to the heart on that issue because there's 2 types of people that will ask this question. There's the guy that is trying to find a logically coherent answer as to why God allows suffering. There's that person. He wants to know why does God allow this? And so if I'm saying this, oh well, God loves you. If I'm just saying that, that's not answering the question. I gotta give my logical reasoning for that. However, there's also people that have hurting hearts. They're going through things. Sometimes I might relate to them on some things, and that might be a topic I'll bring up relating to suffering. Some people go through hard times, and clicking on that video, they might think maybe this will help my problems. If I only talk about, oh, well, logically, that doesn't mean that God doesn't exist. Here's why. I need to speak to someone that's maybe they lost a family member, maybe they've just hit a massive roadblock, a failure in life, maybe a dream was crushed. I don't know what happened to some people watching. I have no idea. There's a specific audience that my channels directly target at usually, like when I make videos on Iglesia ni Cristo, usually some Filipinos will show up, whether they're Iglesia ni Cristo or not. And usually our Iglesia ni Cristo will ask me questions, and then it's a back and forth. But that's besides the point. So if I'm making a video titled, Why Does God Allow Suffering? Chances are people that are actually suffering might click on it. And I want to be able to speak to them as well. I don't want us to be talking about how suffering doesn't prove God doesn't exist. I want to be addressing both. So I think that's how that video is sort of going to go. We're going to be talking about suffering, on why it doesn't mean that God doesn't exist. And I'm also going to try to talk to the hurting heart that might be listening into that video. And I actually do have a video recommended on that. That I recommend. Let me look it up. No, not Holy Spirit. What? Where did you get that from? I didn't type in Holy Spirit. Suffering in silence. Yeah. Suffering in silence. Well, yeah, I would like to speak to that as well, because I can actually relate to that suffering in silence. There times when there was like a specific time period where I was going through a hard time. I didn't say a word to anybody. I didn't. I was scared that I was just going to be shut down. So, oh, man up, be a man, just cope with it. So I just didn't say anything for like a year and a half or so. So I want to be able, if I can, make that video as a way of like escape, or not escape, but someone listen to something. Holy Spirit, pour it out, Holy Spirit. I'm kind of scared that you're going to summon that guy that was trolling other streams. All right, where's the video that they have on suffering? For I know the plans I have for you, plans not to harm you, plans to help you. Call to me, I'll answer you. If you will seek me, then you will find me, and I'll lead. It's this video, by the way. You home. Come home. Okay, this is Sight and Sound Theater song for Jeremiah's Lament. But anyway, yeah, why does God let bad things happen? This video from Impact Video Ministries, it might be somewhat similar to that, but I'm going to try not to copy literally everything they say word for word. I'm going to try to make the logical portion longer because there's more I want to talk about. But I might take some things from this video. I recommend you do watch it. It's a good video on suffering. Anyway, I don't know is there anything else to talk about? Yeah, I think I just got to end it here. I don't know. There's nothing else to really talk about. I do have a proposal. Yeah, proposal for the future. All right. So the proposal I have for the future is potentially, so since I'm in the God Logic Apologetics Discord server, and I'm open to maybe having a discussion with someone in the VC one day, where all right, I'll answer this guy in a second, or this man. I don't know. It's a girl or woman. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'll address that guy in a second. But he's saying that there's a. Hold on, let me put it on the screen. Actually, I can just explain that now. It's very easy. Very easy. So anyone wanted to defend? I don't know if you can see this. He says, anyone want to defend Jesus' mistakes in the Bible? John 2:4 has no respect for his mother because he calls Mary woman. So anyway, so I'm open to potentially having discussions with people in that Discord server while I'm live on YouTube. Now, I want to ask them first. I don't want to be like, hey, let's have a discussion in VC and I'm secretly live on YouTube. I don't want to do that. Besides, they might destroy me and I'm like, it backfires. So I'm open to that maybe in the future one day. That's kind of an interesting thing. So, yeah, that could be a possibility. Now, I want to respond to this. This is actually a good point. So, so how do I word this? How would I word this? What do you think? So, why does Jesus call Mary woman? Isn't that disrespectful? Like, imagine I said that today. Woman. Wait a minute. If I said that today, think about that for a second. If I said that today, in today's culture, calling someone woman, that's very disrespectful, right? Jesus wasn't in the American 50 states, the USA. He wasn't there. He was in the Middle East. So when he's saying woman, could it be that there's a different cultural context to that? Couldn't that be the equivalent of saying ma'am today? So Jesus wasn't being disrespectful to Mary. He was just essentially being like, hey, ma'am. That's essentially what he did. It wasn't disrespectful. That was just, if anything, it was respectful. So I think I'm going to end it here. I'm probably going to have a long fight with this Muslim in the Discord server over Jesus. So that'll be fun. Actually, let's see if I can do that right now. What if I just do that on stream right now? No. So how do I word this? Jesus didn't. Hold on. Actually, let me make sure it's addressed to this person. Jesus didn't live in the USA. All right. So I put my response. Jesus didn't live in the USA. If I said today woman, it would be wrong because I'm using the word in a way that is culturally disrespectful. In that time period, however, Jesus was saying the equivalent of ma'am. So there's my response. The person's not online right now, and I don't know if they're going to get online. But anyway, I'm open, as I said again, to doing that. A live stream where I'm actually in the discussion in Discord, but I'm live on YouTube so we can look back onto it. I could do that because right now, like, StreamYard isn't really working well. It's not letting me put the link to people for people to join. So I could do something like that. I honestly am open to that. If that guy that keeps saying the Holy Spirit is within everyone comes back, I'm saying, hey, what's your Discord? Let's do this live through Discord. Happy to do that. All right, I think I'm going to end it here because this person's not online and I'm just going to be sitting here in awkward silence. So thanks for watching, everyone that watched. I hope you have, well, it's night for me right now. Maybe you're watching in, I don't know, a place where it's daytime, but have a blessed day. Go to church tomorrow. May the grace of God be with you all. Sleep well, and goodbye.